would like to present to you something both striking and curious. We call it the primary proof, the sign, the miracle. We speak of a physical object existing in reality, of an old book written more than 1,000 years ago.
Mecca has been ordered as Qibla direction, convention place for billions of Muslims, and as the holy center of Islam. Soon, you will witness the scientific proof of unbelievable mysteries that have remained hidden in the holy city, Mecca, for thousands of years.
Bismillah has 19 letters. It is easy to count even if you do not know Arabic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are numerical values of each letter. By adding their values together, we can determine the values of each word and total value of all words. Their value, 102, it contains 114 chapters. Every chapter contains a certain amount of verses. Total sum of the 114 sequence numbers is 6,555. Total amount of numbered Quranic verses is 6,234. 114 chapters of the Quran. Half of them odd sequence numbers, half even. Let's organize chapters according to the evenness and the oddness of their quantity of verses and sequence numbers. We're left with 4 categories. The category of 2 odds is a category where the sequence number and the quantity of verses are both odd. The 2 even category is where the sequence number and the quantity of verses are both even. The even odd category is where the sequence number and the quantity of verses are even and odd respectively.
The constant, superior design number of mathematics, 1.618. The Creator has always used the very same number in numerous events in the universe. In our heart pulses, the aspect ratio of DNA spiral, and the special design of the universe, which is named as dodecahedron, and the leaf array rules of plants, which is named as phyllotaxy, in the snowflakes, crystals, in the spiral structure of numerous galaxies. The Creator has used the same number, the number of golden mean, 1.618. So, where is the golden mean point of the Earth? The proportion of distance between Mecca and the North Pole to the distance between Mecca and the South Pole is exactly 1.618, the golden mean. Moreover, the proportion of the distance between the South Pole and the city of Mecca to the distance between both poles is again 1.618. The miracle is not over yet. The golden mean point of the Earth, according to common location language of mankind, graticule map, is in the city of Mecca. The proportion of eastern elongation to the western elongation, which are determined as solstice line from Mecca, is again 1.618. Moreover, as shown in the figure, the proportionate western elongation of Mecca to the solstice line to the perimeter of the Earth on this very latitude is surprisingly the golden mean, 1.618. The golden mean point of the Earth, for all mapping systems, even though they vary by a few kilometers, is always within the city borders of Mecca, within the holy region that includes Kaaba.
Muhammad could not have known these facts about human development in the 7th century because most of them were not discovered until the 20th century. This is a leech, and this is the human embryo, about 23 days. I think you have to agree.
Just repeat after me, sister.
Okay.
I swear
I swear
there's no God to worship
there's no God to worship
except one God,
except one God,
Allah.
Allah.
And I swear
I swear
Muhammad is his messenger.
Muhammad is the messenger.
Allahu Akbar. Okay, now the Arabic, if you say it slow after me, it'll be easy for you. Ready?
Okay.
Ashhadu
Ashhadu
an la
an la
ilaha
ilaha
illallah
illallah
wa
wa
ashhadu
ashhadu
anna Muhammad
anna Muhammad
Rasulullah.
Redding was an Episcopal priest for 25 years until a radical test of faith. Several years ago, while she was mourning the death of her mother, she was trying out an Islamic meditation technique that she learned in an interfaith class. And that, she says, is when it happened.
It came with such clarity and such power that I could understand it as nothing else but an invitation from God.
In fact, she says it was Jesus himself who led her to Islam. You think Jesus led you to become a Muslim?
People turned to religion to help them cope in the days after the 9/11 attacks, and some even chose new faiths, including Islam. That may be no surprise, since a quarter of the estimated 6 million Muslims in the United States are converts. Delia Gallagher looks at two people who chose that path.
وأشهد أن محمد.
Alison Poole says this phrase 3 times in Arabic and then in English.
There is no God but God.
And I bear witness
that Muhammad
is the messenger of God.
George Bernard Shaw, for instance, is one of many, a long list of people who read this and realize the truth of Islam. When people see the truth of Islam, it can change them if they want to be guided.
For those whom Islam has embraced, the greatest witness to God's unremitting, pursuing, sustaining, and guiding love is the Quran. Like a vast, magnificent ocean, it lures you deeper and deeper into its dazzling waves until you are swept into it. But instead of drowning in a sea of darkness as described above, you find yourself immersed in an ocean of divine light and mercy.
Tony Blair's sister-in-law Lauren Booth has been a prominent friend of Muslims in Britain and abroad for many years. The journalist and commentator has campaigned against Islamophobia in the UK. She's a vociferous critic of the Iraq War and has highlighted the suffering of the Palestinians. But she's always resisted taking the ultimate step and converting to Islam. That is, until now.
If I could ask you first of all the simple question, how did you come to this stage? How did you come to convert?
I wasn't looking to convert to Islam, although I've been sympathetic to the people that I've met in the Ummah for the last 5 years. This is a conversion that's taken me by surprise. I went to a mosque in Qom in Iran and had this intense spiritual awakening. That's the only way I can describe it. And when I left the mosque, the feeling hasn't left me, not entirely. And then I knew that I was Muslim anyway, so it was an easy step to convert.